Okay guys, welcome back to our next episode of Project Analysis. Okay, so recently there hasn't been much launches, okay, but even have launches, right, some of the launches is I won't recommend to my customer to buy one, okay. But today we are going through a development that is very unique. Okay, today is part of CCR District 9. So I'm sure all of y'all know, okay, nowadays buyers all very tech savvy one. We all know that, right? Now CCR, GLS, even land sales, right? Very rarely we have a freehold or 999 years one. But today, right, we have one that is currently 999 years.
Yes.
And it's in the heart of River Valley. Okay? So it's actually developed by Fraser's Property. I'm sure everybody know Fraser's Property lah.
Fraser and Secrecy House.
Fraser and Secrecy House. Okay? So actually what they're going to do is they're going to take back the entire Robertson Walk area. Last time when we were younger, we go there for drinking, kind of.
Yeah.
Chill with friends, correct? So what they're going to redevelop into is 348 luxury residential units. Okay? And after that, there will also be a mix of dining and entertainment options.
Yes. And the development is called the Robertson OPUS.
Robertson OPUS. Wow, very atas name. Okay.
So maybe we start on the location itself. Okay, so Robertson OPUS is right here. We are actually nearest to the Fort Canning MRT station right here. Okay, so we are quite near to the riverside area. So this is the river area. So if you are someone, so people who will stay here usually they are expats. So this River Valley area mostly hosts expats and also for own stay. So own stay for the bigger unit, expats whether if it's single then they will be looking for the smaller unit. Okay, so we are at District 9 River Valley. So where a lot of restaurants are. Here they say you can eat the different restaurants. There are about 300 plus restaurants in that area itself. So you can eat different restaurants for 3 months without having to repeat at all.
In fact, I even eat one for every day for 1 year. Just 65 days.
Okay, so project information.
Okay, some information. This location is at 11 Unity Street. Also very easy to remember. Of course, we know it's District 9. Alright, jointly developed by Fraser's and Secrecy House. Okay, so they are very established developers in Singapore. Okay, it's a proposed mixed-use development. Okay, one podium block with 26 commercial units. Total of 5 residential blocks consisting of about 9 to 10 stories high. Total 348 units. Okay, with 3 basement car park altogether. Basement 2 and basement 3. Yep. So estimated TOP will be second quarter 2030.
Yep.
Okay, entire site area actually very comfortable size.
Sure.
330,000 square feet. Very big today. Then total car park lots, we have 278 lots, about 80% of the total residential units.
Yep.
Okay, then of course we have residential architect is ADDP, also very well known in Singapore. Landscape will be Tinderbox, also pretty well known. Alright, so now moving on to the site plan. Okay, as we can see here, we have suite, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, up to 2 bed plus study, all the way 3 bed to 4 bed premium.
Yeah.
Okay, so suite and 2 bed plus study will make up about 66% of the total development. Then the remaining 34% will be likely for own stay, or maybe for expats or tenants with bigger family profile.
So in total there are actually 5 blocks. So I think what's most unique is the block 15. So block 15 itself, it holds more of the smaller units. So if you are talking about suites, 1 bedroom, so these are the 1 bedroom, the suites, and also the 2 bedder. So here the 2 bedder are actually 2 bed 2 baths. But this is the only 2 bedder that is in block 15. Why we want to emphasize on block 15 is that block 15 is there's actually three collection in Robertson OPUS. Okay, Premier, Luxury and Legacy. So for Premier units wise, right, it will be in block 15. So this Premier unit will be, the ceiling height will be slightly different at 3.225 meter, whereas for the rest of the unit or for the rest of the blocks, it will be 2.875 meters. So I think that is something that is what we are looking at. So people who are staying here are usually, like what RJ say, if you are looking for the smaller size, are usually for investment.
Investments?
Yeah. If you are looking for the larger size, are usually for own stay. So these are the different collections we are looking at. So for Premium, this is the one. So Premium wise, the unit type is studio and 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom B1 units. Okay, so it's a bright and chic palette, light stone look-alike large format tiles. So the tiles itself for Premium and Luxury collection, right, they are format tiles. They are all large format tiles for the living room area. Okay, the Premium collection is white. I would say a bit greyish white tiles, whereas for the Luxury collection is a darker grey tiles.
Darker grey tiles.
Yeah, but the tiles itself, you saw the show flat, right? The tile itself very big.
Very big.
Yeah, it's 1.4 meter by 1.4 meter. Yeah, so very premium looking, and we will try to explain a bit more about how does it affect the look of the unit when you first enter. Okay, so the other interesting thing about the premium collection, which is the 3.225 meter height. Okay, for block 7, 11 and 13, so this is block 7, 11 and 13, they host mostly 2 bedder and the 3 bedders, 3 bedroom flexi units. Okay, so it's earth-fused contemporary elegance palette, also large format tiles, and engineered wood flooring for the bedrooms. Okay, for legacy unit will be the bigger unit type, which is the 3 bedroom premium and also the 4 bedroom premium, and this is only in block 9 itself. So it's a modern and contrasting palette with imported kitchen system and sliding system, and their floorings is actually the marble finishing. Yeah, so the only marble finishing.
We don't really get marble these days.
Yeah, so really for CCR area, you want the elegance and the luxury. This is something that you are looking for. Okay, so maybe we start off with the suite and 1 bedroom analysis.
Okay, now moving on to the suite and 1 bedroom analysis. Okay, so what we have here, most of the smaller units, right, will be facing southwest area here. Okay, so all these are your 1 bedroom. We have the suite S1 and S1 penthouse, and also the S1A. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention, this is the non-harmonized one.
Yes.
Right, yeah, this
because
is
this is a rebuild.
Yes, this is a rebuild of the development. Yeah, so essentially some of the walls, I believe, you can actually hack down X.
Yeah, so it's non-harmonized, meaning the aircon latch is considered in part of the unit size, and also it's non-PVC.
It's non-PVC.
Yeah.
So you have flexibility on how you want to design it.
So you can customize the unit layout on your own
to suit your lifestyle. Yeah. Okay, so what we have here is the suite. Okay, so once you walk in here, pretty much similar. So it's 431 square feet both. Similar size, and of course what we have here, the only difference is this area yeah, but it's very minimal. But end of the day, what you have is a nice kitchen here. You even have a storage space right in the corner here. Okay, you have a master bath, okay, and a room directly inside, and also this space is actually pretty decent, I would say.
Yes,
no odd shape, very squarish. Yep, and it's facing
the outward facing
units.
Yeah.
Yep, similar to this. So this one will be made out of 4 stacks, and this one will have just 1 stack here.
Yeah. So for this one, I think when we went to the show flat, I think we were all looking for the grout lines at the side because we couldn't see the grout lines at all.
Oh, yeah.
So because it's a large format tile, right, and it's so big that it covers the whole entire width of the kitchen.
1.4 by 1.4.
Yeah, so when you go in the time, it's really quite luxurious.
Yeah, so generally, floor tiles in Singapore is about 1.2 by 600 cm, about there.
Or 600 by 600.
600 by 600, yes, but this 1.4 by 1.4.
Yeah, so 1.4 by 1.4 is really one of the bigger the floor tile, the more expensive and the more luxurious looking it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is something to note, and also because we are in the premier block, right, the premier units here, you have very high ceiling as well.
The 3.225 ceiling.
Yes.
Yes, give you a very grand kind of layout.
Correct. Okay. So the next one will be the 1 bedroom. So for the 1 bedroom wise, it's 495 square feet. Okay. So 1 bedroom in block 15. Okay. Premier block. Okay. So there's different stacks, total inward facing. Okay, and total number of units is 40 units. Okay, similarly, when you come in here, it's a kitchenette lah. So you got 1 bathroom. The only difference between the suite and the 1 bedder is that you have this wall here. Yeah, that cordons there is a separation between the living and the sleeping area.
Yep.
So that's the only difference. So maybe we talk about, because people who are looking into buying 1 bedroom, right, they are usually investors.
Correct, pretty much investors lah.
Yeah, so typically what we do is that we will look at the supply in 1 bedroom unit, because I think you also hear a lot of agents saying that when we buy into the unit itself, especially the specific unit type, we look at demand and supply. For any properties we look at demand and supply. Typically, if the supply is high or the supply is low, is usually a good buy. Yeah, because not enough supply But still here we look at River Valley area. So for supply in River Valley area, for developments more than 200 units, okay, we are looking at the supply looking at 15%. And then we look at Marina Bay. The supply of 1 bedder in Marina Bay, right, 36%. People would think, hey, then like that you shouldn't buy your Marina Bay correct? Because there's so much supply. And also the upcoming supply in the 1 bedroom in River Valley. So here we talk about existing supply, but here we talk about upcoming supply. Why is it so? It's because they are in the next few quarters, okay, there's actually quite a number of new launches coming out in River Valley area. So now here we are at ROBERTSON OPUS. So there will be Zion Parcel A, Parcel B, and also River Green. So these three, a mix of 99-year-old leasehold development.
Yes,
okay, so we are the only one that is 999
9 years.
yeah, 999 years development. Okay, but I would think that because it's in River Valley area, so I would think that actually River Green, Zion Parcel B, and Zion Parcel A, if the developers see that there's so little supply, right, they will actually build a few one-bedder units in the development itself, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So we look at the rental yield in River Valley area. So actually River Valley rental yield is 3.2%, okay? And the supply is 15%. Whereas for Marina Bay area, right, the rental yield is at 4.15%. But the supply is a lot higher. Why is it so? So our conclusion for this, why even though high supply, the rental yield is still so high?
Still much higher,
Yeah. It's because, right, there are a lot of the demand for one bedder in Marina Bay area is still very high.
Very happy.
So we cannot only look at just the supply itself. We need to understand whether is the demand in that area still significant or not. Yeah. So in order to see whether the demand is significant or not, I think you need to be on the ground to see whether what is the tenants looking for? Are they looking for one bedder or are they looking for two bedders? Let's say. Yeah, so we cannot just solely look at just supply itself. We also need to look at the demand. Okay? So if let's say you are still going for the suite or the one bedroom, our recommendation would still be the suite.
The suite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, why is it so? It's because for outward facing, because for this development, whether you are outward facing or inward facing, you don't have much of a premier view lah. Yeah, you are still either facing
surrounded by other developments.
Correct. So outward facing, you will be looking at other developments. Inward facing, you will be looking within your own development.
Yes.
The only difference is there is a sunken courtyard, so it will look very premium.
Give you the valley look. Versus River Valley more.
Okay, so for the outward facing one, we are thinking that we are projecting the price PSF to be 3.2. So with 3.2 times 431 square feet is about 1.379. Okay, for one bedroom, because if you can see the difference, the difference is just this wall here. But for investors wise, right, a bit more price sensitive. As long as the tenant can stay inside, right, they will just rent in.
Of course.
Yeah. Then if you buy into one bedroom, right, you are buying into even, because this is outward facing, we think that it will be more premium. Okay, so it will be more premium, right? So plus another $50 more for the more premium one. Okay, so 495 square feet, you times 3.25. Okay, your price of the one bedder will be 1.6 mil. Okay, so there's a difference of maybe about 240,000 more.
Yep.
So how do you make up for the difference? In order to get the same rental, you probably have to rent at a higher price.
Yeah.
If you rent at a higher price, then would people actually consider suite or would people consider one bedder?
Which one will move first, correct?
Yeah, so I think most people will actually consider suite first lah.
I would think so though.
Yeah, because the renter, I think the owners who buy into suite, they will probably price it a bit lower as compared to the one bedder ones.
And generally, they're also price sensitive, like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, buying cheaper, buying lower, and renting as high as possible.
Yes.
Yes.
The other risk we are looking at is River Green, because the next spot that is coming out is River Green.
Yes.
Yeah, 99 years leasehold. So we feel that the one bedroom prices is actually very close as compared to the two bedroom new launches in the surrounding area. Because for River Green, we just got the information that the two bedroom compact size is at 527 square feet. Yeah. So actually only 30 square feet more as compared to the one bedroom.
Yeah, compared to the one bedroom size.
Yeah. And assuming that because this is a 99-year-old leasehold, right? So assuming that starting from price is 2.8 PSF, you times a 527 square feet, right? You are buying a two bedroom at 1.475. Which I personally feel that it's actually quite risky to buy into a one bedroom opus at 1.6 mil.
Yes, especially when you just top up $100,000 more and get one full size bedroom.
Yeah, you don't need to top up to get a one full size bedroom.
Actually, it's just a one match across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
If you buy
it's just that one is 99 and one is freehold. And then for owners buying into this, right, if let's say they are price sensitive, right, then I feel that for the price, maybe you can consider whether you still want to go ahead with the 1 bedroom in Opus, or would you want to consider a 2 bedroom in River.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next we have the 2-bedroom analysis. Okay, so this one reminds me a bit of Fucktown. A lot of unit mix. Yeah. So we have type B1, okay, all the way up to type B7. Okay, we have type B1, which in my opinion has the only one that has windows for the toilets as well as the kitchen. Yep, the rest is dumbbell layout. As the rest will be all traditional layout. So finally, B7 will be the one with the study. Okay, so let's run through the layouts one by one.
We go from the smallest to the biggest.
Yep. Okay, first we have luxury collection. Okay, we have the B2. Okay, so generally B2 is here and here. So northwest facing will be here, and here will be the southeast facing. Okay, so dumbbell layout, very efficient use of space. So what we have here is we have an enclosed kitchen, alright. Then we have a dedicated dining area, and we have 2 rooms to the side. So both rooms can comfortably fit 1 queen size bed. Yeah, so this is actually quite comfortable. But if you want to go a bit bigger, right?
1 queen and 1 king.
1 queen and 1 king.
Yeah.
Yes. Then living area will be here. So it comes with 2 toilets. So essentially your guests won't have to share the same toilet.
Yes.
Hey, I think all this whole development, all 2 toilets.
Yes.
No, just 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, next we have the luxury B3P. Okay, B3 and B3P. So 710 square feet. This is traditional layout. Alright, so you come into the home. You have the kitchen. Alright, dedicated dining area. So this layout actually gives you a bit of privacy.
Yeah.
If you're someone who like privacy more.
Yeah, because when you enter into the unit itself, you don't see the whole living and dining space.
You just come and see this straight away, the kitchen, unless you are preparing food here. Other than that, yep, this will be your rest area. Balcony will be here. Okay, then the 2 rooms will be here. Also very comfortable size, I would say. Yeah, both can book queen size and king size bed. Come with 2 toilets. So Jack and Jill here, and this will be ensuite.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have the 2-bedroom 721 square feet. Okay, so similar facing southeast and northwest. Okay, traditional layout as well, L shape.
But I think we can note that for B1 unit, it will be the only 2-bedder that is a premier collection. So premier collection means that it's high ceiling. So it will be very different from the rest of the layout.
So this is 3.225.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so interestingly is that you come in here, what do you see is the kitchen. This is enclosable, and this is actually a glass partition.
Yeah.
Right, so it makes your living area looks bigger.
Yeah, and your kitchen will be very bright soon.
Your kitchen very bright. Yeah, okay, so next one will be your rooms will be all here. Bedroom 2, master room here, bath 2, and master bath. So if you all do realize, right, all the rooms, all the bathroom comes with window. Yeah, actually in my opinion, I will buy this one.
Because it's even we're not just talking about the CCR area, even for the whole of Singapore, if you're looking for 2-bedroom with window in the kitchen and the bathroom, right, it's actually quite rare to
very rarely.
Yeah, and especially for River Valley area, right, I think it's even more rare.
Yes, more rare. I will agree with that. Yeah, lor. Because from what I see here, right, there's no other layouts that has a window already. Only this one. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so next we have the luxury collection, the B4. Okay, so similarly, this one will be facing southwest. Okay, walk into the home, you see the kitchen. It's also enclosable, and it's also a glass.
Yes.
So it'll make your living room look spacious. Okay, dedicated dining, living, bedroom 2, and master room. Comes your ensuite here and a bath 2. Alright, okay, next 2-bedroom 721 square feet, similarly B5 and B6. Alright, so most of the layouts here are quite similar. This one is actually, I think it's a mirror image. Yeah, so you walk in, you immediately get a kitchen. These 2 are open concept kitchen. Yeah, so if you want to enclose it, you may eat into the dining area.
I think correct, it's a mirror image. It's just that for B6 itself, there's windows in the bathroom area.
This area.
Yeah, because it's in the corner.
Yeah,
corner unit. Most likely, if let's say the developer has a chance to do so, they will try to input windows in the bathroom.
Yeah, for natural ventilation.
Correct. Because that would be one of the selling points.
Yes, I feel that all Singaporeans, right, we kind of like prefer a toilet with window.
Yeah.
So that you don't feel so embarrassed in front of your guests Okay, so similar layouts. Alright. Okay, same. Bedroom 2, master room. Can put a king and queen size bed. So 2 dedicated toilets.
Yes.
Yep, comfortable size. You don't have to share toilets with your guests. Alright. Wow, this one. 2-bed plus study.
I think this is one of his favorite
It's
layouts.
all my favorite layout actually. So this is facing southeast
Yeah.
and
They are both
northwest.
inward facing.
It's both inward facing. It has quite a decent setback between the two blocks.
It's the biggest setback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you get into the house here, you get a dedicated kitchen. You can actually enclose this area so that it can have heavy cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, then study here. This can actually double up as a store,
Yes.
extra room.
Yes.
So you have like relative or friends coming over, they can actually bunk over here.
Yes, because if I'm not wrong, there's aircon in the study.
Nice.
Mm.
Should be somewhere here, but okay. Then you get 2 rooms. Also can comfortably put a king and queen.
Mm.
Okay, then living here will be here, bath 2 and bath 1.
Yeah, the other thing to note is that the walls separating the living and the bedrooms, right, they're actually
Hack up.
customizable. Yeah, so you can hack off. If let's say you prefer something that is a bigger living and dining space, then you can potentially knock off one of the wall for the bedroom. Yeah.
So if you want a huge master room, okay. Now what we have here is
So how we differentiate between the 2 bedrooms, right? We split them into enclosable kitchen and non-enclosable kitchen, so open concept kitchen. Okay, why we split it this way is because we find that for 2-bedders in River Valley area, there are also a lot of people who are looking not just for investment itself, but also for overstay. Yeah, especially for like what you said previously, like dual income family. Dual income, no kids, the think family.
Yeah.
So we actually split them into it this way, so to see what our top pick for the 2 bedrooms are. Okay, so our top pick for the 2 bedroom is actually the B1 and the B2 unit. Why we chose B1 is because it's a conventional layout, and what we love most about this is that they have a window in all the area, in the kitchen, in the bathroom area, and very space efficient, and it's enclosable kitchen. Yeah. And the most important thing is that this is the only 2 bedroom that has high ceiling of 3.225 meter. So this will be one of the most unique one, because when like I said, because for the buyers, because whenever we buy property like what we usually always say is that there will be people who what we usually always say is that we need to think about our exit strategy. Who are we going to sell this unit to in the future? Okay, so we think that the 2 bedroom are also for own stay. So for own stay wise, they, especially for 999 usually for own stay lah. Okay, if you are talking about rentability, rental yield and stuff, then maybe you can actually consider a 99-year leasehold one. Why is it so? Because correct, and the PSF will be slightly lower because it's 99 as compared to 999. So 999 for 2 bedroom onwards, usually for own stay. So they want to feel good when they enter into the unit itself. So in order to feel good, I think they will feel very good. Correct. Yeah. So they will feel very good when they enter into a high ceiling unit. The only 2 bedroom unit type that we're looking at that has a high ceiling. So if they really need the 2 bedrooms, then and they like the high ceiling, they will look at the B1. Okay, so the other one will be the B2, which is one of our top pick also. Why is it so? It's because it's very space efficient. Okay, it's the smallest 2 bedroom that we're looking at that has an enclosable kitchen as well. Yeah, so you see they have a dedicated dining area and 2 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms. Okay, so it's a great size for 2-bedder, and it's bright and enclosable kitchen. So this is our next topic. But alternatively, if you cannot get the B1 and the B2, right, you might actually want to consider this one, B7S.
Yep.
Yeah, the one with the study area. Why we also consider the one with the study area as one of our top picks is because this is the only unit type that has, for 2-bedder, that has a study area. So it will be largely different from the rest. Yeah, because what I said, people who buy into this property, they will like space lah.
Like space.
Yeah, they might actually want to consider having a 2-bedder with storeroom, and this study room can actually double up as a storeroom itself. If you talk about B1 and B7S, we find that the B1 prices, right, will be higher as compared to the, in terms of PSF as compared to the B2. Why is it so? Because this one high ceiling. Yeah, this one is the normal ceiling height.
2.75?
Correct. So we think that for B1, their starting from their PSF will probably be about 3,300 PSF. Okay, so I times the 721 square feet, right, about 2.379 mil. Whereas for this one, might actually be slightly cheaper because 3,250 PSF, I times the 689 is about 2.23 million. Yeah. So if we use that as a comparison, if we use a B1 unit, okay, which is this unit, it's not the biggest, it's not the smallest unit as a comparison, but if let's say these 2 units, right, no longer available on booking day itself, then what is the next unit type that you can actually potentially look at? Maybe you can look at this study, because similarly it's going to be a unique layout because we study, but and then with the same PSF 3250, same PSF as the other luxury units, okay, you times a 743 is 2.414 mil. Yeah, so you only need to top up another 34,000 more to get a study space.
Yes, and the additional 34,000 more is not full cash.
Yeah.
It's like your loan not 75% out of
Yeah.
34,000.
So down payment times another 25%. Yeah. So on booking day itself, I think something that we need to note is that we cannot pick the 2-bedroom just based on the size itself. We need to pick the 2-bedroom based on what is the different layout that they are designed for. Yeah. And then from there, we envision what our next buyer is gonna look at before we decide on which layout, which unit type to go for. Yeah, because it might be the case whereby this unit and this unit, right, if let's say they are of the same PSF, then we can just simply go for B1 because high ceiling.
Yeah,
I think high ceiling is a very big plus point already. But if let's say, so less than $100 PSF difference, then we go for B1. If let's say more than $100 difference, right, you have to see what is the difference in price. If let's say $100,000, $200,000 more, would you still want to go for a high ceiling unit, or would you still want to go for a same 2-bedder but a smaller size?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's something you need to consider. Okay. Next one for B4 unit, 710 square feet, inward facing. So that's our next pick. Yeah. Why we pick this is very simple, because it's enclosable kitchen.
Yeah.
Whereas for the next few units that we're looking at, right, they are actually kitchenette, so open concept kitchen. So we feel that no matter what, people that for own stay, 2-bedder, even though there's a lot of restaurants out there for you to choose from, but sometimes we still
Cost of living lah.
Yeah, we still like to have home cooked food lah. Yeah, you'll miss home cooked food. Yeah, so if let's say for open concept kitchen, if you cook, right, then your living and dining space will smell. I don't think so. Yeah, you fry a steak, then gone already.
Gone, yeah.
Okay, so for this 3 unit, it will be all open concept. So why we chose B6 first is because they have windows in the entryway. Okay, so for B3 and B5, we place B5 as one of our least recommended ones because there is no proper dining space. So that's for 2-bedder. Similarly, 2-bedder. Okay, because the nearby plots that are coming out, right, they are actually leasehold.
Yes, leasehold.
And the developer are going to build it at smaller size, very compact. So harmonized. Why is it harmonized? Because it's a GLS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So GLS plots of land are usually harmonized. For the coming ones. Okay. So if they're gonna build very compact at 786 square feet,
Yeah, that's for 3-bedroom.
for 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-bedroom compact.
So 3-bedroom compact at 786 square feet. Whereas you see our 2-bedroom plus study is already 743. So not much of a difference.
40 square feet difference.
Yeah, correct. For this square feet difference. But assuming you use our top pick, one of our top pick, which is B2, which is the smallest unit type at 689 square feet. Okay. If let's say 786 square feet times 2008 PSF, right, you are going for 2.2 mil.
That's almost 200,000 less than the
correct. So
study.
So if let's say 689 square feet, I times 3250. 689 times 3250. Okay, so it's about 2.239 million for a 2-bedder or a 2.2 million for a 3-bedder.
Should come back.
Yeah.
I think the choice.
So I think because the price is actually quite similar, but we need to think 2-bedder, the people who are buying into OPUS 2-bedder, they are all for own stay, right? If they are all for own stay, would they actually consider the 3-bedder in River Green? They might not, because people 999 2-bedder or the bigger unit size, they are actually looking for space. Yeah, they don't want to live so compactly unless they are looking for entry into River Valley but still need 3-bedroom lah. Yeah, but most people who are looking for 999 in River Valley area, they don't look at compact sizes for 99-year-old. So the buyer pool is different because the mentality is different already.
They prefer something that's bigger place.
Yes, correct. That's why sometimes when we talk about the freehold, right, actually for 999 and freehold property, right, we use key residences as one of the case study we're looking at. So for key residences, the case study we're looking at, this is actually near to Sunset Way. Okay.
Yep. Brookville area.
999 also, recently TOP, and we can see that the 2-bedroom prices the PSF is actually at 1.983 PSF, whereas for the 3-bedroom PSF is actually at 2.392 PSF. Yeah, so you can see that the 3-bedroom for the 999 or freehold property is highly sought after, as compared to the 2-bedrooms one.
Generally, people that buy 999, they want it for own stay lah.
Yeah,
So the demand is a bit more.
correct. So they will prefer a bigger unit size.
Yes.
So I feel that even though River Green 3-bedroom is going for 786 square feet, because the buyer pool is different, it wouldn't affect us much. So next, 3-bedroom.
Okay. Next, we'll move on to the 3-bedroom analysis. Okay, so this is more few layouts. Okay, so let's start from the 3-bedroom flexi. Okay, so what we have here is 2 units, C1 and C2 flexi. Okay, so as we can see, right, all the walls are actually removable. Yeah, so if let's say you want to use it for own stay, you would like to expand one of the rooms, is something that you can consider.
Yes.
Yeah, and it comes with an enclosed kitchen, sliding door here, window as well. Okay, so entrance will be here. All right, rooms are all pretty much L-shaped, very standard layout that we have seen today. Okay, so what we have here, the beautiful part is, right, we have a flexi room here.
Yes.
Okay, and the wall here, if you like a bigger dining area, you can actually remove this wall. But if you would not like, you want to have a storage or even a study, it's something that you can consider. Why? Because I always tell customers, right, study must have window. Then got the study feel. Yes. So other than that, I think it's pretty standard.
And also potentially, if you remove the wall that sits between the dining area and also the flex room, right, you can potentially put more than 8 to 10 seater right here, which is quite rare for River Valley area.
And River Valley people like to host.
Yes.
So that's one concept that actually can really consider.
Yeah.
Then kitchen comes with a glass panel here, which makes the living area looks bigger
and brighter.
Yep. So C1, C2. Okay.
So the difference between C1 and C2 is that for C1 is the smallest 3-bedder, 926 square feet. Okay, and it's the only 3-bedder where the master bedroom doesn't have a balcony.
Oh yes.
Which is why there is a difference of
about 50
square feet difference.
Yeah. So this is the unique feature.
Yes.
Yeah, it has the balcony. Today we don't see much really.
Balcony for the master bedroom area. Yeah, balcony for the master bedroom area. So I think because we don't have premium views, in terms like we don't have views that faces the sea and stuff.
Yeah, greenery.
We don't really require bedroom. We don't really require balcony in the bedroom area.
Yeah, put zip track no choice and close this way.
Yeah, but this balcony will potentially make your bedroom slightly bigger if you deck it out.
Yes, this area potentially can be decked out.
Yes.
Yeah, then just put a zip track.
Then your bedroom will be a lot bigger. I think that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, alternatively, hack down the wall.
Yes.
Make a walking wardrobe here, like you just now you say.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we have 3-bedroom flexi again. We have C3, C4, and C5. Okay, so if we compare all three, right, if you require some privacy, okay, there will be 2 units. Alright, so the C3 and C5. Alright, generally the entire layout for all 3 types are
the same.
Similar.
Yeah.
All the master room also come with balcony.
Yeah.
So I think for these 3 units, right, the master room with the balcony, with a balcony makes a bit more sense because they're outward facing. So you still have a bit of setback other developments. Yeah.
And for this one, even though it's inward facing, but the setback is one of the bigger one.
Yes, this is setback is slightly further compared to the C2. Yeah, the C2 units. Yep. So privacy wise will be this and this. Okay, so when you walk into the home, you don't see the living immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one still see a bit lah. Yeah.
So the sizes difference for this 3 unit is really only the entryway area.
The entry area.
Yeah. But I think generally the living room size, the bedroom sizes, and the kitchen sizes, the toilet sizes, flexi sizes are all pretty much the same.
All similar. I think all can put queen size, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, queen
At
size.
least a queen size. For the master bedroom, definitely can put a king size bed.
Okay, next.
I think this is the most unique layout in OPUS itself. Because in OPUS, we have this 3-bedroom dual flex, which is C6 and C7 at 990 square feet and 1023 square feet. Okay, so for what is a dual flex, you can see that this is not an enclosable kitchen. Yeah, this is a kitchenette. Yeah, it's an open concept kitchen. It looks like something like you can do It's a very unique layout. We'll share a bit more about this later. But you come in from here, okay? So this is one of the common bedroom with bathroom right here. Okay, your dining table is right here, and this is your kitchen area. Your kitchen area comes with a window right here, and this is the living area, and then this is one of the common bedroom, and then the master bedroom. The difference between this layout and this layout, right, is just the entryway itself. So this one is both inward and outward facing, and then this is just inward facing. Maybe we talk a bit more about the 3-bedroom dual flex. So 3-bedroom dual flex, right, we thought of the different options to make this 3-bedroom dual flex work. One of the options we look at is to transform it into a dual key unit. Okay, dual key unit is basically you have one entryway to 2 entrance of a 2 different unit type. But usually for dual key unit we see in the market right now, even for this unit type itself, they usually have a kitchen also. But for this one, no matter how we position our door, we still have to share the kitchen area.
Yep, to become like whole living space lah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But we talk about the dual key first. So if let's say dual key, if let's say we construct a wall here and a wall here, so that the tenant A and the tenant B, okay, this is a tenant A and this is a tenant B, wouldn't be going into each other unit. So we construct a wall like that. So when we enter in, tenant A coming from here, okay, they have their own bedroom and own toilet. The only shared space is this washing machine area.
Washing area, yep.
Correct. And this tenant here don't have a kitchen. So potentially what you can do, you can put a fridge here and also maybe an induction cooker right here. So for this one, then it will be 2-bedder unit where they have their own kitchen and the 2 bedrooms. But one of the things that we're most concerned of, right, is that we saw, because this is a show flat unit, so we saw the actual unit in the show flat itself. We saw that this is where the aircon is and this is where the aircon is. So this aircon, right, is actually for this kitchen and dining area. So if you build a partition wall right like that, right, your aircon is being popped away. Yeah, so your kitchen and dining area, right, will be very hot. Yeah. So we don't think this is the best choice to be a dual key. The second option that we look at is to transform it into a co-living space. Yeah, co-living space, how we do it? Similarly, we construct a door here. Okay, so this will be a studio, and then this will be a 2-bedroom. We rent it out as a 2-bedroom. Yeah, then this will be the common space we are looking at. Okay, this whole entire area will be the common space we are looking at. So if let's say this is a studio rental, and then this will be the 2-bedroom rental. So studio rental for River Valley, well, I think 3,800 is quite reasonable. Yeah. And then 2-bedroom rental will be about 5,800. So for the total rental, 9,600 in total. So assuming the purchase price of 3.267, how do we get 3.267? We times 3,200 times 990. Yeah, so it's 3,300 times 990 is about 3.267 million. The rental yield is about 3.5%. But 3.5% I think is still quite safe in this Singapore property rental market. But would people want to rent a studio in this area and share with other people, or would rather people rent a studio in OPUS also? Yeah, but they don't need to share with anybody. Because why? Because there's also a suite option here. Investors wise, I feel for a 3-bedroom dual flex might not be the best choice for them. Yeah, even though the rental yield is 3.5%, but there are a lot more options out there. So that's for dual flex. So next up for 3-bedder, we also have a 3-bedroom premium, and this 3-bedroom premium will be the Legacy Collection.
Very nice.
So I personally like this 3-bedroom. I like the 3-bedroom premium and the 4-bedroom in this development itself. Why it's so is because it's very regular size, it's very big floor plate, and all the space are usable space. So the difference between the 3-bedroom premium and the 3-bedroom is that they have a household shelter right here and also WC.
And they have a flexi space also, I think.
Yes.
They actually double up as a study.
Yes.
Yeah.
Study, or potentially if you hack off this wall here, you can have a walking wardrobe. Then you put the door. You put the door here. So I think this is very good for own stay.
This is the beauty of a non-PVC.
Yeah. So non-PVC new developments out there is quite rare. Yeah.
Very rare today.
Yes, correct. So in order to customize all of these things, I think it's very good. Okay? And then you have an enclosable kitchen. Okay, I like this enclosable kitchen is because it can double out as a dry kitchen. Yeah, so if let's say you close this one, you can do your wok here and then it becomes a wet kitchen. But then if you pull this sliding door out, So you just keep the sliding door. You can actually host your friends right here, and then this can be your bar area.
Oh, that's possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So I think for River Valley, I think the demographics for River Valley, because they are staying so near the city area, I would assume that they like to host a lot.
Host people, host
Or they
events,
like to
host friends.
correct, they like to host a lot. So when they host a lot, right, if you take this out, this become your dry kitchen area. Then when you cook or when you do small snacks or small bites, right, it's very easy for you to host your friend.
To serve out,
Correct.
split the items.
Yeah, so potentially this is very good. Another great thing about this is that if you look at the WC area, there's window.
Yeah, there's window. You
Yeah.
don't see that.
So all the
Yes, it is.
bathroom here in this area, in this unit type, right, has window in the bathroom. Whether is it a WC or whether is it a bathroom. So
Have a dedicated yard
correct.
and a home shelter as well to
It-
store your items.
Yeah. So this is very livable space for the unit type in OPUS.
You buy these, right?
Yes, I will. If I've got the name, I will buy it. Yeah. So this is very good. Yeah, and it's very rare to find 1152 square feet in River Valley area that has such regular layout. Okay, so the only difference between these two are the same. I would say the difference between these two, right, is just the mirror image only. The rest not much of a difference. So for River Valley area, actually some of the 2-bedroom is also about this size. So potentially, if let's say you don't need the 3rd bedroom, you can actually convert this unit type into a 2-bedder, and then you have a larger living and dining
A
space.
huge
Yeah.
dining space, yeah. And you can fully utilize the entire length of the balcony.
Yes,
as well.
and this is the balcony. Why we can do that is because the balcony, right, instead of being in the living area, it lengthens out to the bedroom area. Yeah, so even if you knock this wall and the wardrobe away, you won't feel that it's very awkward.
You lose out any space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So our top pick for 3-bedroom is actually the 3-bedroom premium, because bear in mind, people looking in the OPUS 999 development, right, they are usually for own stay. Own stay, they like bigger layout and also very efficient layout. Yeah, so they don't like the odd shape layout.
Should type.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a very luxurious layout for the 3-bedroom. Okay, the next pick will be our 3-bedroom flexi. So how do we choose this 3-bedroom flexi? How does our pick goes by? We really literally go by the smaller size. Yeah, why is it so? First is the entry price. The second thing is that the balcony. So this one, like we say previously, this is a 926 square feet. But this is the only one that doesn't have balcony in the master bedroom. So we feel that for this development, we don't really need the balcony in the master bedroom. That's why we feel that 926 is the one to go, because it's the more palatable price that you can enter
Price point,
into.
yep.
Next one will be the next smaller 3-bedroom flexi at 980 square feet. The difference between the rest of the 3-bedroom flexi layout, right, is just the entryway. Yeah. So it's whether you like the you want to have a bit more privacy, or are you okay with
Right, the apron.
yeah.
Yeah.
So next we talk about the resale supply in 3-bedroom.
Uh,
3-bedroom in River Valley area.
Yes. If we shortlist using our apps, our PropNext apps, okay, we have this Pro Map. Okay, so we can actually toggle and filter it to show our customers what's the supply for 3-bedroom in the River Valley area. So as we can see here, right, if we just count, we have about 22 units.
21
that's-
units,
Yeah,
yeah.
21 units that's out there available for sale. And as we can see, the prices, right, is about 4 million, 3.2 million, 4.5 million. The reason is because I think the floor plate there is generally the bigger ones. People who live in River Valley, they like one big plate kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than those, slightly smaller, less efficient use of space. So the price point is actually being affected by the size of the area.
Yes.
Correct. So if we look at the cheapest entry price would be Aspen Heights.
Yes.
Yeah, then followed by Martin.
But Aspen Heights quite old lah.
Quite old. Yeah, but I think it's also a freehold 999 year one.
Yes.
Yeah, then we have Martin Place, Avenue, and finally Rivergate. All these are the bigger places, but they're all also slightly older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are all either 999 or freehold development. It's just that with 21 units, we are not talking about, there might be units that are duplicated. Yeah. So if we minus off the units that are duplicated, right, there's actually not much supply, resale supply. We're not talking about the existing supply, but the resale supply. If let's say today you are a buyer and you want to go into River Valley area 3-bedroom, there's actually not much supply that you can choose from. Why is it so? It's because people who buy into River Valley area, especially for 999 or freehold, they are usually for own stay. It's very rarely that they will sell their house. Yeah, so if today you want to stay in River Valley and you want 999 development, right, and you want something that is newer, then you can only look at OPUS.
Yeah, this is the place to go, right? Yeah, and OPUS, I think the entry price wise also quite palatable. We're not looking at 4.8 million. I think for what you calculated, it was around the 3.5 million range.
That's right.
Even let's say on the exit down the road, maybe 5 to 8 years down the road, I think you sell $4 million. For a newer development in comparison to its direct neighbor, I think $4 million
It's already acceptable.
It's already quite pretty acceptable for newly.
Because you talk about Rivergate, it's already listed at
4.58, yeah.
So the supply is not there. As long as the developer price it well for River Valley area, the 3-bedder, I think the 3-bedder or 4-bedder will move first.
I think your exit strategy is pretty much.
And your exit strategy will be quite safe.
Yeah, quite safe already.
So next will be the 4-bedroom analysis.
Wow, 4-bedroom, my favorite 4-bedroom. Okay, so 4-bedroom, right, there's only one type. Right, it's the D1.
Yes.
Okay, D1P, D1 penthouse, etc. Because this is non-harmonized, so we still have the penthouse units. Okay, so what we can see here is very livable as well. They come with a home storage, they have a proper dedicated yard area as well as a WC. Okay, and comes with an enclosed kitchen, I think. Yeah. Alright, then also the living room is actually very big.
Very big.
Okay, so it has a dedicated dining area here. Alright, so it can host up to maybe 8. You squeeze a bit, 10 people. Yeah, and what we have here to its right side will be the junior master.
Yes.
Very comfortable. Yeah, then after that, there will be a L shape. It will be a traditional layout already. Okay, we have bedroom 1, bedroom 2, master room here. Okay, ensuite, then bedroom 2 and 3, you have to share this washroom here. Yeah, other than that, we have a home shelter that I mentioned. We have a yard area and a WC. I think for own stay people, they like something that's efficient. They can actually consider this. And if, let's say, you feel you want to make this a 3-bedroom, a huge 3-bedroom, I think I can knock down this wall. Yeah, and make this whole entire plate, right, it will become the living space.
Yeah.
So it become like a landscape style of living area.
Yes.
Yeah, which make the house look much bigger. So in my opinion, the 4-bedroom is pretty palatable. Size will be 1539.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't see 1539 square feet for 4-bedroom today already. And also I think we have quite a good setback away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from the neighboring blocks. And next we'll be seeing the resale supply for 4-bedroom.
Yeah, also not much.
I think we see less and less bigger plate units. Okay, so we have Avenir, we have Rivergate, we have Martin Place, Aspen Heights as well. Okay, generally I think resale listings we see here 21 units for sale, right? We'll take about 80% that is like really in the market lah. Like what you said, duplicate, open listings, so they 80%. So generally I would say there's only about 16 units available for sale. So like what I mentioned earlier, similarly to the 3-bedroom, okay, I think the developer did a very good point in really designing the 3 and 4-bedroom very well. Yeah, I feel it's to suit the Singaporean style of living.
Yes.
Yeah, like Singaporean, we all like the 999 years freehold. Yeah, so our parents still have this idea that freehold 999 years is the way to go. Yeah. So naturally, you see home shelter, yard, enclosed kitchen. Yeah, so I feel the 4-bedroom has really very good design. On top of that, we have only 21 units if you want to look at it out in the market for sale. So I would safely say your exit strategy is also quite safely panned out. And also, entry price. Okay, I need to calculate entry price. Let's say 1,005 times 3,000, 4.5 million. Okay?
Let me calculate. 1,539.
33.
It's about 5.
5 mil. Yeah. 5 mil for 999 years.
I think it's a good
buy. I think it's quite a safe entry.
Buy into a River Valley area.
Yes, and if we look at the other prices like the Avenir, we have Rivergate, Martin Place. All these are generally younger, okay, in comparison to Aspen Heights. Hence, Aspen Heights has the lowest price.
Yes.
Correct, among the 4 developments. But as you can see here, $5 million, maybe TOP 2030 down the road 5 years, you want to sell the property. You can actually sell it for 5.5 million. Yeah. So 5.5 million, essentially, these are your competitors. Don't really have much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for newer property, of course, I mean, it's like selecting a car lah. Will you prefer a newer car for the similar price or older car for the similar price of, let's say, $5.5 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my opinion, I feel the 4-bedroom has very good entry price.
So there will be a lot of different developments that is coming out in River Valley. I think for the next half of the year, you'll see us quite often because River Valley, I think just now when we shared, there will be River Green, and then there will be Zion A, Zion B plots coming up.
Yes.
And also in the same launch period, there will also be another development coming up, Leiden Woods. Leiden Woods will be in Science Park by Capital Land. For Leiden Woods wise, if you go and see Leiden Wood area, because it's Science Park area, right? Just because Capital Land is the master developer in the Science Park area, they actually converted a commercial land plot to a residential land plot. So potentially in Science Park area, there will only be this only development. And I went to see the finishes. It's amazing. The show flat is amazing. It's something that I've never seen in my career before. Yeah, so I think definitely something that you can look into, and we will probably be sharing that as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So
For that.
yeah. So next half of the year, we will be looking at more new launches in CCR area and also in the RCR area. So for the OPUS, Robertson OPUS, the preview date period starts on the 5th of July on Saturday, and the booking period will be the 19th of July. So if you are interested to view this show flat, you can
Give us a call.
give us a call, and we'll see you there.